All right, what's up everyone? It's Aaron coming back to you this morning with another video about the 7 stages of a narcissistic relationship. So I've briefly mentioned these stages in prior videos, but I thought I would make a dedicated video to clearly try and define and map out exactly the 7 stages for you so that you can identify them maybe along your journey in your own narcissistic relationship or relationships. So we'll start just get right into it. We'll start at number 1. I will be looking down. I've just made a few notes. So number 1 is the love bomb / euphoric stage. So this is when you initially enter the relationship with a narcissist. So what they will do is they will love bomb you, essentially. So they will tell you how good that you are, maybe how beautiful you are, maybe, they'll build you up in such a way that it's almost like they're idolizing you or putting on the mask or the false facade as if they're idolizing you in a way. So obviously that's not healthy or normal to idolize anyone. And so this is what they do initially. So whether it's depending on the relationship dynamic, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, mother, son, father, son, whatever it is, they will build you up, and then once they've built you up, you will immediately jump into stage 2 of a narcissistic relationship, which is the devaluation stage. So, and this is one of the worst stages. You could be stuck in this stage for days, months, years, decades without even realizing it or knowing it. And the devaluation stage is horrible because during this stage you have what's called narcissistic fog. So you don't even realize they've actually trapped you in a false reality. And this is huge. This is important. So really try and understand this and wrap your head around this, because when I was in it and when you're in it, you don't know it. You don't realize. And another point that will trap you from being able to understand or realize it is being a codependent person. And this is one of the things that a narcissist hates the most. So if you are a independent person and you don't need the narcissist, then this is what the narcissist fears and this is what they don't want. So they will go out of their way to quote unquote help you during times that you might need it, or you might be struggling a bit, or times when you're vulnerable, and they will act as though they're the hero with the cape on and come and help you and save the day, when in actual fact that's not what they're doing. They're only helping you so that they can then recall the favor at some later date, and extract from you your energy, time, resources, health, fitness, absolutely everything. It could be finances, you name it, your spiritual side of things as well. So we'll get into stage 3. So stage 3 is the discard or the ending of the relationship, and this is where they will essentially just cut you off. You could also leave a narcissist or a narcissistic relationship, and if you are the person that is leaving them, you're going to have a big mountain to climb, and it's going to take a lot of time. I'd say in a lot of cases, probably most cases, the narcissist discards you and they leave you wondering what you did. And unfortunately, they actually do this at the most tragic times of your life when you really need them the most, and that's when they do it. So and after stage 3, stage 4 is the hoover stage. So once they've discarded you, they will then begin to hoover you. What is hoovering? Hoovering is sending you an email, sending you a text, trying to call you, trying to get through to you through a family member, a friend, a social group, could be a sporting association that you may both be a part of, and they will try to get through to you by any means necessary. Even if you've blocked them or you've cut them off and you've walked away from that relationship, they will hoover you. And during this hoover stage, you have to set very strong boundaries, because in some circumstances you can't just remove yourself from that relationship, depending on if you live under their roof or you go to school with them, or if you might go to university with them, or certain things. And so there's other tools which I'll make in a future video, such as stonewalling, that will help help you to set healthy boundaries and help to retain your own energy, essentially. So that's something that we'll cover in a future video. So when they are hoovering, the best thing to do is just to completely ignore them. So don't feed into them. Don't let them get to you at all, period. Unfortunately, they will, if they can't get to you directly, they will actually use flying monkeys. Flying monkeys, what are they? They're the people that the narcissist surrounds himself with. So they're people that work for the narcissist or unpaid helpers. And so, that, again, that could be family, friends, people at a sporting event, whoever the narcissist surrounds themselves with to get through life. That's who these flying monkeys are. And so during stage 5, which is the cognitive dissonance stage, they will try to get to you through these flying monkeys because you've now cut them off. So you're not letting them get through to you personally. And so they will try and get to you through people that are closest to you or people that you love and care about. And even if it's just to get into your mind for a very short period of time, they will try to do this. So just be prepared for that. And when that time comes, don't feed into it. Just keep going about your day. Keep educating yourself. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep focusing on yourself. Put all your time and energy and effort into yourself. Don't try not to give them a second or a minute of the day. It's going to be hard, particularly if you've been in a relationship. Chances you've been in it for years. Could be 5 or 10 years or however long. Personally, I've been in mine for my whole life. So, but anyway, so once you've climbed the absolute mountain, because you will have to actually set a plan in place to be able to fully detach yourself from the narcissist. Part of that involves becoming a fully independent person. So that's a whole nother topic and a whole nother video that we'll get into and delve deeper into those things. But yeah, it's stage 6, that's the break free stage. So once you've finally climbed the mountain and you've reached the pinnacle of indifference, which is the third most galvanized version of yourself, the strongest version of yourself, then you break free. They'll leave you alone. And you'll notice too, you'll notice your energy will actually start to restore. So you could have even had a trip to the doctor. You could have thought something's wrong with you. Everything checked out at the doctor. There's nothing wrong with your blood. You check out perfectly healthy. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. And little did you know, you were actually having maybe like a withdrawal, like a come down after having come out of such a energy sucking relationship for, like I said, it could have been a long period of time, could have been years. And you didn't even realize it or know it. And that's the reality of it. So, and then the final stage is stage 7, which is the healing stage. And yeah, that's a beautiful time. And that involves like journaling, just trying to look back at maybe past relationships and understand them for what they were, and try to look at different situations maybe you went through in your life and different friends that you had at different times, and just trying to really understand exactly what those relationships were, what they were about. Of course, educating yourself, like watching videos like this one or other YouTube channels out there as well. And ultimately, it's going to take time too, though. So be patient with yourself and know that you're not alone. You're not by yourself. There's others out there that are trying to reach the pinnacle of indifference, like myself too. I'm trying to do the same right now. And it's definitely not easy. It takes a lot of time and it takes courage too. So be strong. Know that you're not alone. You're not by yourself. You can definitely do it. And yeah, love yourself and do things for yourself. So whatever your hobbies are, whatever you enjoy to do, spend time doing them things. It's really, really important now that you're out of it to really focus on yourself, because you've probably spent a lot of time and a lot of your life during that relationship working for them or running errands for them or doing certain things for them. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you do for them, it's never enough. So they keep you trapped by just giving you, little bits of stage 1, the love bomb stage, just to give you a little bit of hope. Maybe you can get back to that love bombing stage, but it's basically death by 1,000 paper cuts, because ultimately you will never get back there. And but just know too, all these relationships do have an expiration date, believe it or not. So they do all come to an end. So that's reassuring and and comforting to know as well. And yeah, I think that's all I wanted to cover for this video. So those are the 7 stages of a narcissistic relationship. And yeah, again, it includes, you got to slow down your life, and you got to really just spend time with yourself, and maybe introspecting and reflecting, and doing things that you love to do, and that fill your own cup back up, basically, that help restore and give you your energy back. So with all that said, have a great rest of your day, evening, wherever you're watching this from the world, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.